I'm looking at these cards today. There's cards that I picked, and it's shuffling, pre-shuffling, and it's showing me that you are karma. You are karma. You are people's karma. You ascend into people's lives to transform them. And when they don't transform, you move forward. And it's like the catalyst of their karma, but it's like they had that opportunity to transform and change. You put into people's lives for that reason. Let's get into it. Hi, my name is Tanya. This is Empress Aries 888. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel, folks. Thank you if you're new for giving my reading a chance. And for my OGs, hearts and hugs. God be love to each and every one of you. All right, so I want to call in spirit and get this party started. Let's go. Spirit guides and angels of your whitest light. Thank you for being here at my spiritual space. Thank you for being here at the table. Help me to channel these messages. Help me to give closure to those that are seeking it and understanding to those that are looking for that. Protect me as I open myself up to channel these messages and protect my beautiful collective. Beautiful, each and every one of you are. Don't ever think differently, including your own inner mind that thinks differently. You are beautiful. All right, I'm going to start out with this right here, which is the Tea Leaf Oracle. I hope you're having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening. These are collective readings. Any energy, any sign, anything can come out. It's not gender specific because energy does not have a gender. But I will use he or she 3D terms. You can fill in the blanks or leave it for another time if you want. Okay, let's get into it. Spirit, can you give me a message about I am karma? This is what I'm going to title it as because I think that's what you are. Shield. You need to defend yourself. People maybe feel that way when you're in their energy. A lot of defense mechanisms. Yeah, that's what I think. People making excuses for themselves. Shark. Take care, there will be a loss of material wealth. Yes, watch out for your finances at this time. What is this? Dragon. Beware of self-delusion. All right, and this is where this comes in, where people make excuses for themselves or they're living in this land of delusion and you come in here. Well, family wishes come true. I feel like once transformation happens, yes. Barrel, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals, and maybe that's why, comma, you, oops, or if you are the cross watcher, somebody comes into your life like, comma, like this person. Teardrops, great personal sorrows. Yeah, somebody could be going through, hang on, this here, great personal sorrow, could be crying, could be telepathically connecting with spirit on some level and asking, or the universe, and asking for change. Change, transformation, death in the tarot. But this is all karma. The karma has to happen in order for transformation to take place. But somebody could be very angry about it. Somebody could be very resentful and they take it out on you. June could be significant for somebody. And Hatch, you will be playing a different role. So maybe in the past, this was you. Excuse me. You asked for transformation. You asked for changes. And Spirit gave you the ability to transform people's lives. All right, I'm going to clear the energy here a little bit. Oh, why does this hair keep coming out? This is so weird. Somebody could have long hair that tangles into everything. For somebody. All right, I'm going to clear the energy and use my beautiful rattle. If you have sensitivity to sound, just turn down the volume. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, that's excellent. All right. Hats could be significant for somebody too. Somebody could like to wear hats. Dragon. In the Chinese astrology, there is, look it up, what a dragon represents, but there's a feeling of self-delusion. You want your wishes to come true, and that's when karma comes in. That's when a person comes in. You meet these people along the way that are transformative if you're willing to go into the shadows and unpack. And there's a lot of people in your life that you say things to, give advice to, and they cut you down, they break your heart, they disappoint you, it's because you are karma. You are shadows. You're the shadows, man. You go into the shadows. Maybe you've spent your life in the shadows and you know how to deal with the shadows. For some of you, you know how to deal with the shadows because you've been there. And you help people to come out of the shadows. You might be like one of those people that do soul retrieving on some level. Energetic soul retrieving, not literal soul retrieving, but energetic retrieving. You could do Reiki, you could do shaman. Like be not a shaman, but you could be doing like work like the shaman does, the healing work. Reiki, like a Reiki worker. But this is like inside jobs. This is a transformation from the inside out. And a lot of people don't like transformation because it's difficult. Let's go into the shadows to find out. What does it say here? What is it? Necromanger? Amidst the whisper of the dead, where mysteries are spread, what should have been gone still here remains. This is dealing with the dead. This is the shadow work. This is dealing with people who have passed on, maybe helping those souls to transition. Yes. This is like shamanism. Look up shamanism. There's something about shamanism and soul retrieving. Look at this, the Grim Reaper, hello. In the realm of twilight where shadows converge, the Grim Reaper's stealth guides souls to the verge. Amen. All right, so this is like soul retrieval. This is like helping people to transition from the living. Because even like if you die or unalive or whatever you want to call it, your soul could still be here unsettled and not actually transition to the unaliving, right? Their soul might still be around because they don't know how to deal with being unalived. So you retrieve those souls and you help them to transition to the life of the unalive or move on to the next journey, whatever the case. You might be that person, the shadow worker. Black cats could be something significant in your life. And unlike the 3D world that believes that black cats are evil or black cats are bad, they're really actually magical creatures, psychic, and really beautiful. Love black cats. Love black cats. I remember when I was a kid, conversation way, right? Getting off track here. I was driving down the road, not just a road, this was like a main drag road, right? You know what I mean? And I had stopped the car when I was a kid. 7 black cats crossed my path. I thought, oh my God, it was like a mother and her 7 kittens. Dang. I thought, what the hell? 7 years of bad luck. That's what people think, right? But no, it's actually good luck when you think about it. Anyways, back to the story. What? Spirit. Spirit's like, get on the horn, man. Let's not be playing games here. Okay. Sorry, Spirit. So sorry. And you know what card came out from another deck? What the hell is this about? Did I drop one that I didn't realize? Oh, look, love. You are love. This wasn't even part of this deck. Love. You're not an evil person. You're not but people might be scared of you, though. People might have this misconception like black cats, right? That you're evil or that you're bad luck in their life because of the fact that, you know, you create change. And what is change? It's difficult. And it could be tears. But you're actually a loving person. You're actually love. It's the loving thing to do to extend a hand and help people, but people take it the wrong way. People take your advice the wrong way. Yeah, they do. You're the shadow worker. You're a soul retriever. Yep. The gargoyle, in stone uncarved, let alone in the cold, always watching over, protecting stories untold. The gargoyle. So you're always watching, maybe from a different vantage point. Maybe you're not included in situations. You're always on the outskirts, looking in. And you feel like, yeah, you just feel like, I don't know, maybe you dress like black, you dress different. The spirit today, come on. Maybe somebody drops things a lot. Damn. Popping everything today. Right. These people call you clumsy. This is insane here. You do a lot of overthinking about your situation. You do a lot of overthinking. You're always wondering why you're excluded, why people look at you like a weirdo, why people think you're weird. Yeah, I think people think you're weird. Say that. And I'm not trying to say that in a net negative way because I'm weird and nothing wrong with that. I don't give two shits if people think I'm fucking weird. All right, venomous garden. Beauty concealed truth beneath captivating lies. Beware the allure of the dangers that in shadows hide. Yeah. I think you trust people you shouldn't. You try to fit in and you don't. You inevitably get rejected because people don't want to change or people don't want to look in the mirror. Yeah, the mirror labyrinth. My God, I can't even make this up. Illusions and reflections. Who are you trying to fool? When you turn your back in the mirror, there's still somebody looking at you. Amen. You are the mirror. You're a shadow mirror, like this thing, like a scribe. You're like looking in the. They're looking in the mirror of their own reflection, and they don't like what they see. So what do? They tear down the mirror, and they tear down you. You give advice. You try to help people, and you feel like every single time you get screwed. And then all these relationships that you thought and counted on, thought you belonged somewhere, right? All of a sudden it turns out to be not. It's almost like you're living in a, what is it called? A maze. And you can never find your way out. And you try to ask people for help, and they inevitably like walk away mid-maze, right? They find their way out or whatever. They leave you to find their way out in a different direction, and you're left by yourself. You're left hanging. This is the person I'm talking to. This is your mission, unfortunately. I like to say that, your vibe attracts your tribe, but in this case, I feel like this is your job. This is your job to be rejected. This is your job to be the shadow person. This is your job to have people walk away, not because it's a punishment, but because you are very special. Very special. And not everybody can be in your energy. Not everybody can handle what you have to offer at all. And people are scared of what they do not understand. Really, for real. They don't. If they don't understand it, they try to destroy it. Many people have tried to take you down, and verbally, maybe physically for some of them. Family members, like brother or sisters, try to hit you, beat you up, that type of thing when you were growing up, because they didn't want to hear it, what you had to say. And maybe you were too truthful at one time, and you had to learn to be a little bit more seasoned with salt. You would be like very, you'd scare people with your knowledge and your understanding of things. Too young to be understanding, and people would just tell you to shut up. And it was like, because you were so truthful about their life, their choices, and they didn't want to hear it. But that's your mission, unfortunately. Tower. You create towers in people's lives. And it inevitably creates a tower in yours, and you didn't understand why. But with age comes wisdom. You are damn special. 5 of Wands. But it creates conflicts in towers. You work alone. You do. And you had to learn to be alone, because maybe many times you were punished for the way you talked. Balance. Yes, balance. You restore balance. You try to restore balance in people's lives. But the honesty is like, it's what gets you in trouble with people, and it's what ends relationships. But trust me when I tell you, these people have to chew on what it is you said. And when it comes true, hooch up. Yes, Knight of Wands. There's a truth here. It's like you are a knight. Maybe you were knighted to do this job. There could be a knight here, though. A Knight of Wands that you had a relationship with. Wands is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Somebody that was in and out of your life. Yes. You might have had a few relationships like that. Person that came in a sexual way. Spirit, come through. What is this about? Yes. But they were not balanced. They didn't want to hear what you had to say. 4 of Swords. You could have had a relationship with this person, a situationship. Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Swords is clarity and truth, though. I feel like this was a person that you trusted or you thought you were going to be with for the long haul, and inevitably it ended like it always does, right? Maybe you look at life like that now, in that way. You're like, nothing ever works out. It could be this Queen of Pentacles. This person was attracted to you. The person that people are going to be attracted to your energy and repelled by your energy because they don't want to hear it. Nobody wants to hear what it is they need to work on. They just don't. It's like, if it means they got to do the work, they're not going to do it. Right here. 7 of Swords. Sneaky, deceptive. But I feel like this is self-deception. People do not want to hear. So what do? Cover their ears. No, 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 no. This is what happens here. 9 of Pentacles. This could have been a person that didn't want to hear it. This could have been a person this night that was sneaky and deceptive to you, the Queen of Pentacles. Somebody that was in their life to be a benefit to them. Maybe they just used you for money. But there's a judgment because nobody fucks with you. They can't. If they try, karma instantly falls upon these people in their lives. Because you are karma. You can't screw with a person like you. You were there for a benefit. You were there to benefit them. And if they misuse, make you cry, while you're trying to help them and transform them, the universe just like puts the kibosh on that real quick. Instant karma, real quick. So they look at you as like a black cat, unlucky, when you were luck. Because karma isn't necessarily a bad thing if it's going to help you to transform into a better version of yourself. It hurts at the time, right? Like a Band-Aid when you pull it off after it's been sticking there for a while. But in the end, it's for your benefit because there's healing underneath that. That's what you are. You are the healing balm. But at first, the truth hurts. The mirror is something people don't want to look at. Reflecting their negativity, reflecting things they need to work on. People don't want to do that. So what do? They try to make you the problem. Face control issues. Trying to control others only limits your freedom. Let go of the need for control and trust the flow. Okay, so somebody here has control issues. Controlling the narrative. Controlling people instead of going with the flow. Yes. Honor the contract. Some lessons were written before you arrived. Facing them now completes the soul contract. You have soul contracts with individuals in every lifetime. And maybe people have tried to control you, tried to shut you up, tried to, control the narrative. And this is why you walk away. You walk out of their lives. The contract ends. It's like, you're put there for a reason, maybe a season. And if they don't transform or they're not willing to look in the mirror, you have to walk away. And that's why all these relationships end. It's not you, babe. It's a contract. And some of them are very short-term contracts. Accept imperfection. Perfection doesn't exist. Embrace your flaws and those of others. They are the key to growth. Look, the cracks. We all have these. We go through life and we're not the same as we started. Right? And it's not about the mask slips and, the mask cracks. No. It's we crack, the heartbreaks, the challenges. We become like a mosaic. I've mentioned this before. Beautiful, but not the same. But that's what was meant to happen for transformation. Still beautiful, but transformed into something that maybe we didn't even expect. And let me tell you, regardless of whether you're in a short season with a person or a long season with a person, you are transforming lives. You're there for a reason, and they can't unsee what they've seen. And even their higher self can't unsee what they've seen. There's transformation going on, whether you ever see it or not. These people are going to change one way or another. But that's why you were put in this lifetime, you were put with people. And you could have something to do with the unaliving, not unaliving people, but you could be helping souls that are unalive to find transition as well. There's like a dual reason you're here. You've got a lot. You're a very, very, very gifted person that I'm speaking to here. Ooh, good for you. Restore the broken self. Pause you were left behind in pain. Call them home. You are ready to become whole again. See this? The cracks. Your energy is all over the place. You're giving your energy too much to people. You need to call your energy back. Restore the broken self. Healing. I feel like you're here to restore the broken self. When they're crying to God, when they're inner self is crying to God, even if they're not screaming out for the universe to help them. They're broken, and you're here to help them. Maybe not completely put the pieces together, but to make them transformed into something other than what they were, what they started with, whether it's addictions, whether it's problems. You're here. You attract the dark. Yes, you are, because you are darkness. And it's not a bad thing, babe. It's not an ugly thing to be darkness, because you're actually moving people to the light. I feel like people get this misconception about the shadow workers. I talk about the shadow workers, and people think that's an ugly thing to be a dark person. No, it's not. It isn't, because, in life, we're going to face challenges and hardships, and we need to be able to transform and alchemize that into something else. And if we can't handle the dark times in our lives, how are we going to ever appreciate anything? How are we going to get out of it? We're just going to wallow in it, stay stuck in it. And maybe these people stay stuck in the darkness, and you're there to help them, retrieve them, help them out of the darkness and into the light. I think that's your job, babe. And some of these people are stuck unalived in the darkness, and you're there to retrieve them too. You got a dual purpose in this life, but it's to help people. Never get that twisted. Unbind inner chains. Your soul's ready to be free. Let go of self-imposed limitations and step into your power. You're here to help people to break the chains of addictions, to break the chains of entrenched thinking, to break the chains of the darkness, and help them to find the light. All of this is light. But you got to set boundaries with people. I mean, you have a very healthy, healing energy, and people that are dark are going to be drawn to it to siphon it. And releasing toxic attachments. I mean, you're here, man. And look at this. Rewire the way you look. I'll take that one too. And learn from pain. Man, recognize relational wounds. Oh my God. There's so much here that you're doing. So much here. And rebuilding imbalanced. All right. I got to end it, because this is like the whole thing here. This is crazy. The things that you can do. The things that you're not even aware you can do. Releasing attachments, helping people to break the chains. But the sword is here. Truth and clarity is the sword. And nobody wants to be like the sharp edge. You might have a way of speaking that's very matter of fact, or like not seasoned with salt, or, take it or leave it type of way. You're very blunt, and some people can't handle that. I get it, baby, because I'm the same way. Learn from pain. You're helping people to grow. You're helping people to recognize their inner wounds. Face the mirror. Face the mirror. They may be cut up, they may be busted up, but they're still beautiful. You're helping people to rewire the way they love in relationships, and also to love themselves. You're here to rebuild and, to restore balance. Restore balance in connections in people's lives. And it's like most people are just like not ready, or are not willing to change, and they are just like, get out, get away. And you get rejected a lot. But they're only rejecting themselves, babe. They're not really rejecting you. You could have long hair, because freaking long hair is everywhere in this damn thing today. Long hair. But I'm telling you, you're going to find even one person you're going to find that you walk with, that's going to stick with you, and it's going to appreciate your differences, because you're not here to be fully alone. You're not here to be alone. I feel like in this lifetime you're going to find somebody, and it took a long time though. It might be when you're older for some of you, but you're going to find one person that is supportive of you, even if you are different. Even if they don't understand you so much, they're going to love you regardless. Yeah, because I'm telling you right now, you are meant to be loved. Carriage. A journey, either physical or mental. You take journeys, you travel, you go from maybe job to job because you're there for a reason, and maybe a season. Yeah, you had a lot of you're moving on a lot, and physically, not maybe physically like state to state, but I think job to job, because you're there to teach people in that position and then move on. 4-leaf clover, great good fortune. Yeah. There's going to be good fortune in your life, but you are the 4-leaf clover in other people's lives. Caterpillar, right? Things will not always be this way. Yep. Any other card, Spirit? Thank you. Rose. Romance is in the air. I feel like you're going to find yourself happy and in love with somebody. It's finally going to happen for you. You were there to help other people, And now it's going to happen for you. You're going to be rewarded for your hard work that you've given to people all this time. And in the end, you're going to find that love too. But you are there, you are here on this earth, on this journey to really transform people's lives. And don't feel bad if they reject you, because they're only rejecting themselves. Because transformation starts within. When you show them that mirror and they reject the mirror, they're not rejecting you. And I feel like that's always been a problem for you, where you think it's you. It's not you, babe, it's them. That's all. I'm going to end it here. That's all I have for you today on Empress Aries 888. Please like and subscribe and join my tribe, because I'd love to have you as part of my soul family. And to my soul family, hearts and hugs. I love you. Agape love to each and every one of you who are going through challenges and changes in your life. You were meant to go through those challenges and changes, but they are going to help you on the other side of that to be a better version of yourself, and maybe even help another person paying it forward, right? Thank you so much. I love you. Take care. And until next time, be safe. Be blessed.